Anybody in the mood for some orange Grinches? They're not actually orange Grinches, but they kind of look like it. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and breakdown on these bad boys right here. This is the Nike Kobe 6 Protro in what's simply being dubbed the Total Orange colorway. The box itself is this brand new Kobe box, and I just absolutely love these. I think that these are awesome. They are premium feeling, and I just totally dig it. So I know that some people don't care about that, but I happen to, so there you go. Now, before we deep dive into these bad boys, I did want to remind you guys that if you were interested in supporting the channel outside of just the typical YouTube space, you can go support our latest merch collab with Serious Player Only, where we have re-released some of the best socks in the game. Not only that, but they're available now in some brand new colorways, such as this amazing white and red and this really awesome black and pink. And then we have a restock on some of our more popular ones, like the white and black, as well as the black and red. We've even got a crew cut option for those of you guys that like a slightly higher cut. And then there are 2 performance shirts available right now. The Simply State Testing in Progress, something that we do on the court all the time. If you're interested, there's going to be a link down below in the description box, or you can simply head over to SeriousPlayerOnly.com, where they are available now exclusively. Now, as for these guys right here, this is a really cool colorway. It's very plain, but it's very awesome at the same time. I think that this is where the Kobe 6 kind of shines, is when it's in a tonal look, but with this, I don't know what to call it. I guess it's gradient. It's like bright and then goes into a dark center. I just think that it looks really, really cool. It really mimics the way that the upper is supposed to, which is like a snake, and I really dig it. For those of you guys that were interested in the inspiration behind the colorway, they are not orange Grinches. They just, like I said, just kind of remind me of that. The whole concept behind this particular release is very similar to the Kobe 4 Protro Girl Dad. It actually takes inspiration from the same exact picture. So as most of you guys know, before the incident happened, Kobe and Gigi attended their last NBA game, and one of the things that Kobe was wearing was a WNBA hoodie. WNBA's colors are orange, primarily. That's what these guys are supposed to represent. He was a big advocate for women's basketball. Obviously, his daughter was growing in to be a beast of her own, and so I think that that's really cool. That's where the inspiration for the color comes from. It's very simple. It ties directly to something that actually like happened and something that the athlete actually stands for, which I think is awesome. The outsole is typical as far as the Kobe 6 is concerned. You got that snake scale pattern right there. It's done up in a very clear style rubber. This I actually really like. There is a slight blue tint, but not much. It's very faint, if there at all. So I like to see this. I think that this is cool. As far as performance is concerned, we did a performance review like when the shoe originally dropped, so if you were interested, you can check that out. What's up, everybody? This is Nightwing2303. Or I'm pretty sure we did a performance review on the Protro as well, didn't we? Was this when I was injured?
Yep.
But either way, the traction on these guys, it's awesome. One thing that I really like about this particular outsole is that you can see the glass-based carbon fiber shank plate. So like, this is where I'll always say like, oh, it's isolated to the midfoot only. You can actually see it right there. It's literally isolated to the midfoot only. Moving on up, we've got a Cushlon midsole, which is a switch up from the original, which used a lightweight EVA, aka Phylon. And then in the forefoot, we've got a Zoom turbo unit, whereas the original shoe was set up just like this. There was a 4-foot Met bag, which is that little tiny Zoom unit right there, and then a large volume Zoom unit in the heel. Unfortunately, that heel Zoom unit is missing in this particular version of the shoe. I think that it would have been awesome had they been in there, but I will say that Cushlon is no slouch, so if you were interested in playing in a pair of these, they're actually not bad. I still prefer the original setup, but if you're going with anything, this is not anything to like scoff at. It's pretty good. The upper is much like every other pair of Kobe 6s, so we've got a screen mesh build that is on top of a skin wire, essentially plastic shell, and then on top of all of those layers, we've got the polyurethane snake scales on there, and that's to protect everything underneath it. If you were actually wondering like what kind of brightness like this actually is, this is their orange performance box. Pretty close, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty cool. And then if you were curious, like this LeBron 11 right here, and I think this is like the hot lava colorway or iron colorway. I don't remember what these were called, but different, you know what I mean? Like, these are way more vibrant than these, and these are already super vibrant. Like, it's crazy. The Nike Torch tongue is still in place. This thing is awesome. I absolutely love it. You can kind of see it on this particular colorway. I know that we talked about that previously on another pair of Kobe's. What was it? The Caitlin Clark's? So this one, instead of the honeycomb like foam pattern being highlighted in white, it's actually highlighted in black. So I can see it in person. I don't know what it's going to look like in B-roll. Hopefully you can see it. We'll see. I absolutely love the Nike Torch system. I wish that this was used on more shoes. It offers a ton of ventilation without sacrificing like the protection that you need from lace pressure. Like if you've ever tied your shoes really tight for basketball, there's a lot of nerves on the top of your foot, and sometimes it can make them go to sleep. The Nike Torch system is perfect for that because it negates the, pressure, but then still allows for a lot of airflow and comfort. The insole is this guy right here. I don't want to call it a piece of just because it actually fits this shoe, so that's a plus. Some of the earlier Protros, I don't know what was going on, but like none of them insoles fit, so I would take them out and swap them out for a Move baseline insole, which was a tip provided to me by one of our WearTesters Discord community members. Also a great place for you to support this channel if you were interested in doing it directly. It's a place where we've grown a community. It's really awesome, and you get to talk to me 24/7. You can ask me anything. But anyways, the insole here, it's not bad. You just got to break it in, and by break it in, I mean you got to wear it a lot. It's an insole that was meant originally to mold to your foot, and it still does. It just takes forever. So if you don't have forever, swap it out for whatever else that you'd like and you'll be good to go. It'll happen a lot faster. The heel area is really interesting. It feels like a vinyl, but it also kind of feels like a nice vinyl, so I like that. It's super bright, so again, it's just got like this really nice pop to it. And then on top of that is what I think is one of the coolest heel counters of all time. I would say this in regards to the 4, 5, 6, and 8, is that they might have some of the best designed heel portions of low top basketball sneakers of all time.
That's high praise.
So yeah, this guy right here provides a ton of lightweight support. It keeps your foot and your heel locked in and locked onto the footbed. It does not let it shift over the footbed, which is really what ankle support is. It's supporting the foot and the shoe being one, because your ankle is your body's natural support system. You don't need extra leather and padding to actually give you support. That's a false assumption. It was a marketing thing. I know that a lot of people will sit there and deny that, and that's cool. You could be wrong. That's just what it is.
Wow.
Now in terms of sizing, they fit damn near identically to the last pair of these that I grabbed, which was the All-Star 2.0s. I actually went up half a size in those things, so I would recommend doing the same thing here. Go up half a size from your regular size, whether you're playing in them or wearing them casually. Yes, you can get away with going true to size, but you will for sure need to change that insole to something a little bit thinner just to make the fit a little bit more accommodating. If you happen to have a pair that's too tight, try that trick actually. Swap out the insole, it might work for you. But yeah, going up half a size minimum for most. If you're a wide footer, I personally would skip on these. It's not a wide foot friendly shoe. If you're interested in grabbing a pair in your local here to the Elk Grove and Sacramento area, make sure that you hit up Phenom. They have 2 locations, one in the Doco Shopping Center and one in Elk Grove. If you're interested in what their launch procedure is going to be like, make sure that you follow them over at Instagram, simply at Phenom Global. And with all of that being said, what is today's user submitted question of the day?
Fab 5 era shorts or Bird versus Magic era? Currently, we seem to be in a perfect hybrid of those two, but if you had to only choose one from those two options, which one are you going with?
Why can't I choose the now? Do you guys have any idea how short those shorts were? They're uncomfortably short.
No, everybody likes a good hoochie daddy short.
No. The cuppage in those is crazy, okay? I think that I would go Fab 5 if I only had those 2 options. I will say that today's shorts are just awesome. They're a great length, just above the knee. They're not too high, they're not too short, you know what I mean? They're mad comfortable. Some of them though, a little bit short, so when you sit, it just, and it just shows a little bit too much extra stuff. But what about you guys? If you only had to choose one of the 2 options, are you going fucking mad 80s or are you going Fab 5 era baggy all day? What would you choose for the men? Fab 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page there.
I'll just make yours short.
What? Why?
Because I like your hoochie daddy shorts. Showing off them slutty tattoos.
Anyways, I'm done here, so we're gonna go. Good luck on the release. I hope that everybody that wants a pair can get a pair. I think that they look really dope, so if you were maybe on the fence and you weren't sure, just think of the Grinch or the reverse Grinch, but in bright orange. That's how awesome they are. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one, so until then, y'all have a good one.
You should have just said it's Nickelodeon orange, because that's the orange that it is.
I forgot all about Nickelodeon.
Like the upper might be kind of close to the Nike box, but the back portion is the Nickelodeon blimp.
I like it. It's different. Never thought that we'd see this. In a world of where I prefer team colors, this is a fun one.